And welcome back to more of Little Nemo the Dream Master, where in the last part we took care of the first stage, which was the mushroom forest. So now we're gonna head into the flower garden. And the flower garden does encourage some more exploration, and there's also a lot of places you can go underwater. And this is actually the first level that introduces the whole swimming mechanic. And it's really basic, all you have to do is just press the buttons. Let's see, what we're doing here is just obviously getting some help from some of these people. But the important thing to know about this stage is that they do use or utilize different animals. And also, getting the keys really isn't all that tough. It's just avoiding the enemies because they kind of turn up the difficulty here. And of course, there's those snakes that we can either throw candy at them to slow them down, or we have to use the gorilla to just deal with them. And overall, the gorilla is pretty useful when it comes to just killing enemies and also climbing walls, which is one thing it can do. But the problem is it's kind of easy to get hit by stuff with how big he is. And speaking of which, let's see, what we gotta do is go up here to get the lizard. And now we get to meet these assholes. Pretty much these spores just spawn in constantly, and they attack you a lot. And also the only way to avoid them is to just get them to commit, and also just attack. I mean, get them to commit towards coming towards you, and then just move out of the way. So yeah, that's the way you handle those things. And also, those guys are gonna show up a lot more throughout this game, just because this game is kind of cruel. Let's see, I think I just want to wait for this snake. And it was here I actually noticed that there's a lot of sprite flickering going on, which, since this is an NES game from 1990, that's gonna happen. And now that that's up, let's get the bee going. And with the bee, the good thing is that he can fly. But it is kind of inconsistent because he can run out of, I guess, a number of times you can fly with him. And the game doesn't really do that good a job of telling you that until you find yourself falling right towards a pit and unable to get out of it. And also, water is not good for bees. So let's just go ahead and stay away from that stuff. But what we gotta do is just get down here anyway. That's because there is a lot of useful stuff here. Okay, let's just get out of the way here. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move on the designer's part to put that there, but then again, what are you gonna do? But either way, as long as you follow the secrets, you will be able to get the keys. So I mean, overall, getting the keys isn't too tough, it's just making it through all this stuff. Especially with those constantly spawning spores. Let's see, this part does get a little bit tricky because we gotta avoid tadpoles and then throw candy at them to slow them down. And then sometimes I swear there's a tadpole guarding that first aid kit. Which is one thing that can make this game pretty annoying, is the spawn locations. Well, with that said, let's just get the lizard going and then finish this stage off. Fortunately, this is a pretty short stage when you know where everything is. Oh, and by the way, there's nothing here. But, I mean, it can be pretty tricky, but overall not that bad. Do love the music, too. And yeah, that's it for the flower garden. And then, of course, Nemo's still having trouble sleeping after that dream. Which, of course, once you see the next stage, it'll make a lot more sense. But now Dream 3 is in the House of Toys, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, so join me next time as we ride the train. See you then. And we're back with more of Little Nemo the Dream Master, where last time we made it through the flower garden, and now we're in the House of Toys. And the keys aren't going to be that big of an issue in this stage, but the biggest issue is just going to be making it past all the stuff this game throws at you. And it does take a lot of trial and error, and it also does take a lot of memorization. Because we gotta ride this train and then we gotta dodge stuff. Lots of stuff. And by that, of course, we mean planes and blimps trying to bomb us, and then, of course, squirrels, too. Mainly because they just pop up at the worst places. Let's just go ahead and take this stuff. And they do give you some decent health power-ups, but it does take a while to get to them. Also, on things I don't like is, whenever the planes decide to dive in, whenever you're trying to make a jump. Because that can happen a lot in this stage. Alright, now that that first part's over with, let's just trigger the squirrel. And yeah, that is definitely gonna get you killed the first time you see it. Just because you want to get back to avoid the spikes, but then the squirrel is gonna knock you into the spikes, and well, that's never any fun. Let's see, what we're doing is, you don't really have to worry about getting the keys in the midway point of the stage, but I mean, it's just something worth getting. Just because they will provide 6 keys. It's just a matter of just making it past all this stuff. Alright, good. Let's see if we can just make it past this one. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be talking as much just because, you know, I have to, well, take that one. And especially that's where it gets tricky, just because you're trying to avoid stuff, and then, of course, they put planes in the most inconvenient places. And again, shit. Yeah, unfortunately that happens a lot in this stage. Yeah, so I'll just, see you back there. Especially what makes this part tricky is that you don't know when the, when those blimps are gonna bomb you and then when they're not. And I was really close to the exit too and I died. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's the end of that stage. I might actually merge these 2 parts together. We'll see. Of course, if I had a dream like that, I probably would have pissed myself, but what can you do? But yeah, that's, Dream 3 in a nutshell. Yeah, so I'll just, decide what to do with, that part, but now with that said, join me next time as we take on the Night Sea. I'll see you then.